Kenny, do you know this guy right here to my left? Look familiar to you in any way?
Whose son are you?
Nobody said. You and I have actually met several times.
Uh-huh.
You've actually done a concert for me and the station that I used to work for before.
Really? Where? In Phoenix?
In Santa Barbara, California.
Whoa.
I know your son. I know your daughter.
Oh, my God. Are you Matt?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
How are you, man?
How you do? I listen to your show every morning, but we still miss you, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I miss being there.
There's nobody that took your place. And
Well.
I'm only saying that because we're in Phoenix right now.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, it was funny because I tell all these guys, that great stuff we used to do together, and then I'm always talking about celebrities like they know me, and they're always busting my chops. They have no idea who you are, so we had a side bet.
Yeah, well, I got it right.
And you lost.
And I didn't read the badge.
I know, you got it right. That's great. Well, how's Crosby doing? I mean, I haven't heard from that guy in a
quit
while.
the music business and has
Did he?
moved into IT. He's doing really well as an IT in town.
Okay, because he was talented, man. He was like
he was
Junior. I mean,
he was really good, but
Yeah.
he couldn't pay the rent. And for young acts, it's very, very difficult. He did a record for Jive, which is the first appropriately named record company I've ever heard.
Right.
And they wanted him to buy a van and tour the country in the van. They wouldn't give him any tour support of any kind. And it was like, just take the record and throw it out there and see what happens. And he wanted to get married and he wanted to settle down. And he came to me and said, Dad, I don't want your life. I said, you don't have to have it.
Wow.
Do it your way.
Well, I tell you, if there was a guy that, I mean, it's sad because there's a guy with all the talent in the world, like amazing musician and singer.
It's all about what you want.
And if he can't, it's true.
Yeah.
But you got to pay your dues. You got to go out and do that thing. And
He started doing it when he was 18, and he's 30 now, and he said, I'm too old.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Well, welcome to country. I mean, how about that? I mean, here you are with Blake Shelton opening the awards Wednesday night.
Isn't that bizarre?
Well, now, tell us something. We heard that you actually weren't a big fan of the remake of your song. Is that true?
That's not true.
Okay.
Actually, what I said was that I thought Blake did a great job with it. I felt that the producer went a little bit far with the Pro Tools.
That's what I think. That's what we read.
People don't understand what that means, so they perceive that that's a heavy critical thing to say.
Right.
But it's really a production thing. It's just a choice.
Right.
Well, it can't be too bad because you're doing it with Blake on the show.
Oh, it's not bad at all. Right. I think that Blake did a great job with the tune and stayed real true to what it was. It's like re-recording Johnny Be Good.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, let's talk about what we got going on here. Blue Sky Riders. Tell us about what you guys are doing musically.
Well, we're a new band. Kenny and I wrote together, and we enjoyed it so much and felt like it sounded so good together that we invited Georgia to join into the Reindeer Games, and we started this band. We have Peter Asher producing us, and we're halfway through a record, and we spent the summer touring with Kenny.
The three of us write together.
It's been really fun.
We write all the songs together, and it's a ball.
For those who don't know, Gary Burr is in the Nashville Songwriter Hall of Fame. He's 13 number one songs. Georgia Middleman wrote I'm In for Keith Urban. So we're all strong songwriters. We're all strong, in my opinion, we're all strong singers. And we get along great.
Great harmonies. It's really a lot of fun. If I had to compare it to anything, I would say it's like the new Beatles.
Is that bad?
That's subtle.
Yeah, that was a little too far. A little bit.
So you need one more member. That's me.
Did you guys go out and get Kenny, or Kenny, did you say,
Kenny got us one by one.
I initiated.
Okay.
I initiated. My manager said, Kenny, what are you doing? He said, most people quit bands to go solo. I said, no. This just felt like the right thing to do, and it really has been. I mean, it's really re-energized me as a writer, as a performer. I'm having a great time.
The songs are great. I'm really, really happy with them.
People know you from the pop world, obviously, but you're not too far down the street from country. Danny's song, that's a country song.
Well, if you listen to Footloose, really, it's a country song.
Yeah.
No, not just now. I mean, if you listen to my original version, I'm even singing it with the twang.
Yeah.
It's like that was the character that I was in at the time. And then, of course, coming from Loggins and Messina, Danny's song, Anne Marie covered Danny's song and Love Song, and we had that whole
Absolutely.
we were trying to cross genres back then. But it's interesting to my ear. Country has evolved, all the way to what we used to call country rock back in the old days.
Just sort of meeting them halfway. Actually, the industry has met you halfway,
so to speak.
Yes. That's a very wise thing to say.
Let me write that down. I want to make that a song.
Well, it's funny, too, when I was in Santa Barbara for 10 years, there's this big thing because Kenny lives there and Jim Messina lives there. But there was this little rift in between, and we were always trying to bring you guys back together. But it actually happened. You guys became friends, had a big reunion tour at the Santa Barbara Bowl, and it was amazing.
We did a big reunion tour in 05 and another one in 09.
And you guys are good now? It's all moving forward?
Yeah.
All in the past.
Time heals.
Well, Kenny Loggins, welcome back to country. And
Gary,
it's a pleasure
Georgia,
to meet you guys. And
Blue Sky Riders.
we'll be seeing you around in Nashville this week.
You got it.
Right on.
Right on.